It's time for fans to say goodbye to Detective Ambrose. After 4 seasons, The Sinner has officially been canceled. Today, we're getting into why this happened, chances at a 5th season, and other news about the series. Let's get right into it, and without wasting any time. So, why was the series canceled? The crime drama that has kept us on our toes for 4 seasons and met its subtly dark conclusion with its final outing, which is now available on Netflix, but the show has sadly met its end as well. Originally airing on the USA Network in the States back in December 2021, it was revealed a month beforehand that this would be the show's last. On November 17th, series creator Derek Simmons confirmed the worst for fans, stating that this was the intended plan for the troubled cop for a while. Fans have loved the show's plot due to a change in the way people watch linear series. It has put the show's rating at risk. Keeping a scripted series on a linear and supported cable network has become more challenging as streaming platforms have become more popular over the years. USA's network moves away from scripted content has always led to the cancellation of numerous other shows in the past few years. Most recently, the popular Queen of the South ended after 5 seasons on the network earlier in 2021. In 2020, Briar Patch and Dare Me were both given the chop after 1 season. Meanwhile, Suits and Mr. Robot ended in 2019. It's also said that the 3rd season wasn't as well received as prior seasons, which could very well mean that a substantial portion of viewers abandoned the series even before the 4th installment hit their screens. Nearly 1/3 of the viewers that watched season 3 are currently watching season 4, too. Is there any shot at a 5th season? Unfortunately, it looks like this is it for Detective Harry Ambrose, and his ability to land himself in some of the trickiest whodunits in recent TV history. The Sinner took its time to pick up steam over in the UK, largely due to the Jessica Biel starring 1st season originally airing on BBC4 following its success across the Atlantic. However, when the show hit Netflix with Carrie Coon-led season 2, the show gained a whole new lease on life and a larger fan following as a result. The renewed interest was enough for season 3 and 4 to be given the green light. In season 3, White Collar's Matt Bomer and the Mindy Project's Chris Messina led the cast, but it wasn't as critically received as its predecessors. Given this piece of information, a 5th season is a long shot. Netflix has notably continued shows like Manifest and Lucifer after they became hits from the streamer. This is possible, but unlikely because Manifest, for example, only got renewed after long negotiations and after being top of the Netflix charts for a few weeks. Even though The Sinner has been a streaming success, according to Netflix charts, that success wasn't on the same scale as that of the NBC show. Following the conclusion of season 4, Derek Simmons once again reiterated that he had achieved what he wanted with Ambrose's character, who was so struck down by grief and depression that it often clouded his judgment, or, as in the case of season 4's Percy Muldoon, caused him to obsess over finding actual answers. Simmons has said to TV Line that he can definitely see himself revisiting the show after some time, but not in the near future. With that being said, the door looks shut for now. Who knows what may happen in the future? If not that, then maybe a spin-off? As of right now, there's no news about possible spin-offs, and it seems highly unlikely that there will be any. The Sinner essentially functioned as an anthology in which each season focuses on one specific case as it would unfold throughout the season. However, the only connection factor was Detective Harry Ambrose, who was the leading cop on the hunt for the truth in each one. Without him, and there being no other connecting characters between each season, it would be virtually impossible for the show to argue a spin-off while keeping emotional ties to the initial series intact. Sorry folks, it seems like we're going to have to make peace with parting ways from Detective Ambrose for good. Moving on to other news related to the series, here's everything you need to know about the season 4 of the series as it finally launches in the UK. What's the release date? The season is available to stream now on Netflix UK and Ireland, having launched on the service on Wednesday, January 26th. Previously, the show had been broadcast in North America on USA Network, where it premiered on Wednesday, October 13th in 2021 and concluded at the start of December. As a result, British fans have had to be careful to avoid spoilers for this season's mystery, but now they can finally join the conversation by binge-watching the newest installment this week. Who is the cast in this season of the series? Given that each season of the show is intended to be a close-ended story, it's safe to say the cast has to change based based on the plotline being followed. Even though the crimes change, the investigator stays the same. The one and only Harry Ambrose, played by Biel. Previously, each season has usually focused on one central character played by big-name stars such as Jessica Biel, who still acts as executive producer on the series, and Chris Messina, but season 4 looks to move toward an ensemble cast. The first 2 cast members for season 4 was confirmed by Alice Kremlingberg, who you'll know from The Trial of the Chicago 7. She plays the lead role around who the whole series is centered. Her name is Percy Muldoon. Watchmen star Frances Fisher will appear as Meg Muldoon, Percy's defensive mother, who refuses to believe that her accident was a suicide. Kremlberg and Fisher will be joined by Mayor of Easton star Neil Huff as Sean Muldoon, a fellow lobster fisher in the family business. More names were announced in June 2021, including the flight attendant's Cindy Chung as Stephanie, who will do anything to protect her son CJ after he becomes embroiled in the mystery. CJ himself will be played by Baby's David Hunt. The Man in the High Castle star Ronan Wong will complete the family as restaurant owner Mike, who is often made to feel like an outsider compared to the long-term residents. Last but certainly not least, Joe Cobden has been cast in the recurring role of Lou Raskin, the local chief of police who knows most of the island's residents by name. What is the plot of this season? The 4th installment of this series will explore how Harry's actions in the 3rd season have affected his psyche and judgment as he begins to question his own mind. This time around, the "why did they do it" formula is looking to be slightly altered, starting not with a murder, but a potential suicide that soon turns into a missing person investigation. The tortured Detective Harry Ambrose is now retired and recuperating in Hanover Island in Maine with his wife Sonia when he sees Percy Muldoon, the daughter of an affluent family, walk off a cliff. However, when authorities are unable to find a body and an eyewitness even claims to have seen Percy drive away, Harry begins to question whether what he saw was even real. Percy's mother, Meg, refuses to believe her daughter would kill herself and clearly knows more than she's letting on. After discovering a creepy message on a boat and witnessing local tensions rise, Harry is soon caught in yet another mind-bending mystery, which is sure to only increase his paranoia further. What do fans have to say? While sharing their responses to the series, it seems fans are more than impressed with the 4th season. While other long-running shows might see viewers losing interest as the seasons go on, the opposite appears to be true for The Sinner. We can see the fans are just as obsessed now as they were in the beginning. Some viewers are even saying that the show is actually getting better as every new season comes to the screens. Other fans of the show hailed Bill Pullman's performance as Detective Harry Ambrose as one of the reasons for its success. Meanwhile, some give credit to the writers, comparing the script writing to that of Ozark, which is currently a global phenomenon. With that being said, having been such a critically acclaimed and well-loved series by fans for such a long time, The Sinner fans are likely to be pretty satisfied with the final season. Here's to hoping the sentiment rings true for UK fans, and that the show didn't completely tank its final installment, disappointing its fans in the process. The show has been so well received due to the way it flipped the script on usual police drama, whodunit storylines with a "why did they do it" twist. That's it for today, folks, but we will be back with more interesting videos. To stay informed about the entertainment industry, keep watching our videos. How do you like the latest season? Do you want the show to have another season with Bill as Detective Ambrose? Tell us this, and if you're ready to say goodbye to a certain troubled yet well-loved detective by sounding off in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe before leaving. Goodbye for now.